Cardiac Falcons. That's it, right there. Welcome in, Falcons fans, to Falcons Today by Chat Sports. My name is Moose. I've got a lot to talk about tonight. I do want to start off by saying this. Tonight is about the players. Tonight is about the brotherhood. Tonight is about a band of men understanding that their season is over. Nothing has gone right. There's division in the locker room. Coming out, and despite 19 penalties, which we'll touch on here in just a little bit, found a way. And they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 29-28. You might not see another performance like this from the Atlanta Falcons this football season. And that's okay. Because tonight, it was just everything coming together the way it should have in a close game that had so many ups and downs and peaks and valleys and ebbs and flows. And if you had to describe your feeling right now as a Falcons fan, what would it be? You know what mine is? Relief. Relief. I'm not happy. I'm not ecstatic. I'm not grateful that we got a win, that Raheem Morris. No. Relief. Because for the next 10 days, the Falcons won a football game. And they won it on the backs of some players that really gave it everything they could. And that's why you subscribe. Because even if the Falcons don't have a shot to make the playoffs, even if mathematically they're eliminated, I'm going to give you my authentic reaction, my honest opinions about the Dirty Birds. So if you love daily content, if you love watch parties like the ones that we just had, lock us in, hit that subscribe button, help us get to 47,000. There's one glaring number that you're going to see in this stat box, and it's not the total yards, although the Falcons were better than the Buccaneers. It's not the first downs where we almost got there. It's not the third downs. That was a lot better tonight. It's 19 penalties for 125 yards. This might have been the sloppiest discipline game from an X's and O's perspective, from a discipline and a overall mechanics part of the game that I've ever seen from this team, and yet still won the football game. Because when they needed to deliver, they did. And trust me, there's one specific player that we're going to focus on a bunch. We're going to save him for last, I think. Let's start with the negative, and then we'll bleed into the positive. David Sills, if you didn't redeem yourself with that last catch at the sideline, I would say you need to walk home from Tampa Bay to Atlanta. How you drop that ball up the seam and have a walk-in touchdown is beyond me. And yet your stat line looks pretty good. But I wouldn't dare say you had a good game. I would say you had a great moment. You had a couple of false starts that were terrible. You dropped that ball that was terrible. You lost your footing. That was terrible. Look, man, you got to be better. I get it. You redeemed yourself. Great news. But holy cow. Track the ball in, man. Darnell Mooney did not have a good game. He was pretty silent for the majority of it. He had a fumble at the very end of the game that almost cost the Falcons that game. Luckily, the Falcons got it back. Darnell, this is a different player this year. I don't know if it's the injuries or the yips or a combination of the two. Darnell Mooney's not the same player this year. I just don't know what it is. We'll talk more about him later on this week. But just know that Darnell Mooney, I don't know what the problem is right now. Something's got to get figured out with him. Bijan, up until the fumble and past the fumble, was excellent, as he is pretty much every game. 170-something yards from scrimmage, a touchdown. He's unbelievable. He's one of the best running backs I've ever seen. He's easily the best running back in the league right now, talent-wise, from both a receiving and a rushing perspective, and it's not close. I think he's got a little bit of a fumble problem right now, but I really can't blame the guy too much because he is the offense, so I'm not going to focus too much on Bijan. The two guys that I'm going to focus on, Number one, Kirk, who was, he was excellent tonight. He was absolutely excellent tonight. Don't let it be fooled here. Kirk should have had 4 touchdowns, and there were a couple of drops tonight as well. That David Sills drop, like I said, was egregious. But 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a passer rating of 117. Kirk looked like 30-year-old Kirk. Reed so eloquently pointed out that against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kirk Cousins is just unbelievable. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's the Bryce Young effect against the Falcons. Maybe it's just that team. Maybe it's the throwback uniforms. I don't know what got into Kirk's juju tonight. Maybe it was that Michael Jordan secret stuff. Either way, if I got that Kirk more often than I didn't, we'd actually be sitting here saying Kirk Cousins should be the starter next year. I don't know that that's the case right now, but I do know what a good game when I see it, and that was excellent. So my hat's off to Kirk Cousins. If you had to rate Kirk Cousins' performance tonight versus Tampa Bay, what would it be? 9.5. Can't say it was perfect. He fumbled the ball at the very end of the game. That almost cost them. But he's about as damn close to perfect as you could have gotten. 9.5, 9.7 at least. And then the man of the hour. Legacy game. Kyle, I have been very hard on you. Rightly so. I feel like you kind of disappear in a lot of these games. Since Kirk's taken over, you've played really well, but tonight was a different level. Tonight was 4th overall pick, Kyle Pitts. Tonight was, I'm playing because I'm the best damn tight end on earth. That was the vibe that he gave off tonight. 3 touchdowns, 11 receptions, a $166. It was give me the ball and get out of my way. That's what it was. And it was by far and away the greatest game I've ever seen Kyle Pitts play. It wasn't just the fact of how he got open. It was what he did with the ball in his hands. And that last touchdown where you flip your body midair, you bobble it on the initial catch, you bring it down butt first into the end zone. It was just sensational. It was sensational to watch this version of Kyle Pitts. It was a pleasure. And even if Kyle Pitts does not play for the Atlanta Falcons next year, this was finally the game that Falcons fans go, that is what we were waiting for. And it felt really, really good. Before I continue on about another Atlanta Falcons player that absolutely deserves his flowers tonight, I got to tell you about my friends at Harry's. I shaved my back literally 3 days ago because I am literally filled with testosterone and I get nonstop growth on every part of my body. It's already got 5 o'clock shadow, and that's why I trust Harry's for my personal grooming habits. Let me tell you something about Harry's. They are exceptional. Did your old razor dull way too quickly? Did it irritate your neck? Did it cost way too much? $30 for 8 refills, total scam. Harry's Plus has an advanced pivoting system to reach every corner of your face, refined blade tech for closer, smoother shaves, and a weighted metal handle for added control and comfort. With Harry's Plus, you get a barbershop quality shave with German engineered blades. Each blade honed at 3 separate angles to cut hair cleanly at the root without tugging. Why would you pay $30 for refills when Harry's gives you better blades for a fraction of the cost? For a limited time, our listeners get the Harry's Plus trial set for only $10 at harrys.com/chat. This set includes the all-new Harry's Plus razor, 1 refined 5-blade cartridge, a 2-ounce foaming shave gel, a travel cover to protect your blades on the go as well. Just head on over to harrys.com/chat to claim the offer, and after you purchase, they're going to say, hey, where'd you hear about us? Please support the show and tell them Moose from Falcons Today sent you. All of that in the comments and description of today's video. It might be close to midnight here. It might be that Moose's bags have bags under his eyes. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning this morning, or 5:50 or whatever the time was. And yet I'm still here singing the praises of the Atlanta Falcons on this specific night because it was an awesome night. And that's all it has to be, and that's okay. We can talk in the morning about Raheem Morris's future with this team. I still think he's gone. Zach Robinson, still think he's gone. I absolutely still believe This coaching staff needs to be gone. But I could also admire a performance like this tonight and feel happy about it. Emotions don't have to be black and white, guys. You don't have to sit here and proclaim that you want the Falcons to lose every game and be pissed when they win, because we're all fans. We're all fans. James Pierce Jr. Dude, the pick looks better and better by the day. 6 straight games with a sack, 2 tonight. I do believe he broke the franchise record. We got conflicting reports from a bunch of different Falcons beat writers, and one saying he beat it, one saying he didn't. Here's something indisputable. The biggest and best of the NFL, Watt, Garrett, Crosby, their rookie seasons, 7, 7, 7, 8. He's going to be special for a long time. I can't wait to see where his career goes. I'm thinking maybe next year you could be looking at 12 to 14 sacks, maybe 15. If he continues on this pace, he's getting better. His stunt beating is unbelievable. He's getting off of chips now. One-on-one, good luck covering him. You can't. He's unreal. The pass rush on this team is insane. Laquelle London, Brandon Dorlus, Caden Ellis, Jalen Walker, James Pierce Jr. The list goes on and on. David Onyemata was good tonight. Everybody is playing their ass off. And that is a testament to Jeff Ulbrich. He might not be the perfect defensive coordinator, but my God, did he say and stuck to the mission of, we're going to make this pass rush amazing. And it is now. I think they're second now in the league in sacks. I'd be willing to bet money on it. The Broncos and the Falcons might have the 2 best pass rushes in the NFL. It's insane. Shout out to Jalen Walker as well, man. He's still unbelievable. He's an all-around great player, whereas James Pierce Jr. is just like, get to the quarterback, man. He just does it. He just freaking does it, man. Tonight felt good. I'm not going to apologize for it feeling good. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to level and revel in all of the good feelings that come with this win. And you should too. It's okay to be okay with the win. The Falcons are mathematically eliminated. They're not going anywhere. You might not see another victory like this for the rest of the year, so enjoy it. Soak it in. Feel good about what you saw tonight. There's talent on this roster. The right coaching will come. The right coaches will come. Extra elements here and there. You need an outside corner. A.J. Terrell tonight was awful. Awful, awful. It was the worst game I think I've ever seen him play. Shout out to D. Alford for coming up with that 45-inch vertical leap and a pick to kind of give the Falcons the momentum back. There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad things. 19 penalties is insane. But in spite of that, the team still rallied. They still won. And that's what matters tonight. That's relief pumping through Moose's veins right there, and it feels good. I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it at all. And that's where I'll leave you. Falcons fans, Falcons win. They play spoiler. 29-28. Rise up. And as always, be cool.